My name is Kim Lohse. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Administrative Services in Addison School District 4. Historically, we had done a paper onboarding process, but recently moved to Frontline Central. That has actually helped in our very small department. We talk about human capital. It is me and an admin assistant for every employee in the school district. And so we would meet and help them fill out their paperwork every time that we hired somebody. And so being able to move to Frontline Central has helped us in the sense that now the employees are able to do that on their own at home in the comfort of their home. And it has greatly reduced the amount of time that we've had to work through that with them. We would schedule appointments with people, but that was based on their availability and our availability, which is often very limited in our department. And so sometimes we weren't getting new staff in for 1, 2, or 3 weeks, but now with Frontline Central, we are able to provide them access to the system so they can start the beginning part, all of the new hire paperwork, almost within 5 or 10 minutes of that offer call. It allows us to see where people are with filling out their paperwork. We can access everything. And what it's allowed us to do is actually spend more time with people on other things that are more important than watching them fill out paperwork throughout the day. And I think that that's a really critical piece in our district. We also utilize recruiting and hiring. And it's very streamlined between recruiting and hiring into Frontline Central. So once an employee applies and we've decided to hire them, we can make that note and we can initiate the hiring process through recruiting and hiring, which then allows us to create that new employee within Frontline Central. Also very helpful because we're not having to re-enter information more than once. I work very closely with our teaching and learning department. I am responsible for our mentor program, so we offer a lot of professional development for new staff. New staff can be people who are new to teaching or people who have taught for many years, and so we recognize that our professional growth opportunities have to meet the needs of many different staff members across the district. As a district, we believe very strongly that professional learning is critical to the success of our staff and our students. And so we have worked really hard to provide meaningful opportunities for all of our staff. We recently added Frontline Professional Growth to our application. It has allowed us again to spend more time on the important things, including building out the professional development, attending professional development, or creating the professional development versus spending our time creating directories, rosters, sign-ins, managing all of that manually, as well as the CPDU piece, professional development hours that are required for the ISB evaluation and evaluation recertification. So the Frontline Professional Growth System has allowed us to automate a lot of those processes that are required and allowed us to spend more time on creating meaningful PD for our staff. We had been recruiting and hiring and absent management customers for many years, and so we like to have everything all in one place versus having multiple systems. And so the fact that Frontline offered these options and they worked very well with the other applications was critical for us. One of the ways that all of these applications have allowed us to improve is that we are now able to spend more time with the people within the school district. And so I am able to make time to go to buildings and talk to principals more or meet with principals more. Our teaching and learning department is also able to do that, which I think is critical. We're leading these big initiatives, talking about improving achievement, and we can't do that if we're not heavily involved in that process from the ground up. And so creating efficiencies within our departments has allowed us to do that.